Hello guys, good afternoon. All right, so I wanted to do this video a live session on how to cut Danshiki, but then I decided to do it as a recorded video so that I will be calm enough to explain because I might not be able to watch my screen when you're asking your questions. But after the recording, I will upload and which I will be able to go through the comment section to entertain and answer your questions or reply to your questions. Now, the first thing you need to do is to be aware that in cutting danshiki, you need the following measurements. The number one you need is your shoulder. Now, your shoulder will consist of where you want the danshiki to reach. In most cases, danshiki might reach somewhere here or here, depending on how your customer's choice is. So now, in doing that, you will start from the center back this way, measure across to that same point, then multiply the answer by 2. So which I did for my client. So his shoulder is 36. That's 18, 18. That's from the center neck to where it will stop is 18, making it to be 36. And then neck is 15, and then the top length is 29. So this is all I need to measure. I don't need to measure round sleeve. I don't need to measure the chest. I don't need to measure any other thing aside what I have just explained to you here. Now, of course, the trouser is a regular trouser which you must have seen me cut on my channel. Do well to like the video, subscribe, ask your questions, share your video and this video and invite your friends to join us on this platform. So let us get down to the main cutting proper. So here, to draft your danshiki, you have to measure the customer's shoulder measurements, inclusive of the sleeve length, and then the neck and the length of the danshiki. You don't need to measure the person's round sleeve, right? Now I will show you guys how to go about it. So here I have my fabric of fold in 4 folds. I'm trying to bring out the panels or the pattern which we will use to draft it properly. So now the first thing to do here is to the shoulder we measured was 36. That's 18 from the half of the shoulder to the sleeve point, which we want the danshiki to reach, gave us 36. Now divide by 2 is 18. So your folding must cover 18 this way plus extra 2 inches thereabout or 1.5 for the sleeve folding. So once you have gotten this panel in this form, now I want to cut it out. I want to cut it out. I want to cut out these points so that it will be clear enough. Now I will separate the front and the back. I will separate the front and the back. Now, because of the fabric is kind of, I'm trying to minimize or manage the fabric, I will add band to the outfit. I will add band to the outfit. So I'm separating this. There will be band on the outfit. So I'm taking the lesser length here. So band will come in to augment whatever length I have for my customer. So this is just an illustration, but if you follow through the process, you can still get it rightly. So after this, the next to do now is the top length we have. The top length we have is 29 top length. So band will come in here to augment. So I will cut off this later on. So like I said, the shoulder we have is 18 shoulder. So 18 shoulder divided by 36 shoulder. divided by 2 is 18. So how did we come to 18? The shoulder measurement is 9, that's 18, right? Divided by 2, your mark. The sleeve length as well is 9. You get? So you have it to be 18 here. Then plus extra 1.5 or 2 for the sleeve folding, right? So this is how I got this point. Then on that point, come down by 4. Come down by 4 inches. Now this 4 inches is for your slope or slanting. Then the neck is neckline of 15. I have thought about how to calculate your neckline. So you can search for the video and learn how to calculate the neckline. So mark the measurement of the neck calculation you have plus extra 1/2 inch. Then you get your neck depth this way. Then connect this way. Connect from here as well. Then with the help of your pattern master, you connect, you mark it out in this form, and then you link up from here to this point. From that 4 inches you came down from, right? You link it up to the neck width. So after that, you mark down from here. The opening of the armhole I want to use is 9.5. So add extra 1/2 for the side closure or closing. You get? Because you will join, you will sew the side. So in total, I have it to be 10 this way. After that, the next I will do will be, I will come in here by 2 inches. It's optional though. 2 inches in order to make the armhole to fall in this way. Now I will consider the person's chest range to make sure that this is going to give you a free outfit. So in most cases I use the hip on the chest. So in this case I will use my customer's hip on the chest, so which his hips is 40. I'll make it to be 44. So it will be kind of a very free outfit for him. 44, 45. So this is going to be the range of the outfit I will have for him. You know. So this is okay. Let me add it a bit. You add it up a bit this way, and then from that point you connect it back to your body this way. So you see how the shape came out. I don't know if you can see it clearly, right? So when you do this, bear in mind that you're not going to cut here to be in this shape. You're going to use your pattern master or whatever curve you can get, you know, to curve it from here in a very curvy form. So it goes in that form. Don't forget that the hem, we have a band all through round. So we cut out this. Please watch. You will cut out this. Cut the neckline. This is one of the simplest outfits you can learn how to make, and it will give you a whole lot of money and confidence in men's clothing. So you cut out this in this form, and then also cut from here as well. Sorry, I have to turn the pattern this way. So cut from here as well. You see, right? Cut from here as well, and then go all through this way. So now we are done with the front panel. So let us now cut the back. So in the back cutting or drafting rather, the back will also be raised by a certain measurement as well. So bear in mind that the back fabric I left is bigger than the front. The back fabric I left is bigger than the front panel. I did that intentionally to make sure that um, the back will be longer, way longer, right? So like I said, we are going to have band at the hem. So the hem is not a problem. We will cut it off and then join our band later on. But we are going to still add the inch for the band joining. So after you have cut out this in this form, this way, so we are going to raise the back again. So the back raising will still be 4 inches here. Will be 4 inches. Now the reason for this 4 inches is because we are going to use this back to top stitch the front. So at the end of the day, we are kind of removing 1 inch from the back panel to make it to be 3-inch raising. Danshiki is meant to be longer. The back is meant to come well in front, to drop well, to give you that perfect relaxation. So mark 4 inches here on the shoulder point, and also mark what? 4 inches here as well. So once you connect those 4 inches this way, you go all through to this form, then connect the line in this form this way, and then you connect the line as well from here to this very point. So you have the front and back connected in this form, and then the back neck depth remains 1.5 depth, right? Then from here, connect. If you have mastered my senator cutting, this is how you connect the back neckline. Still watch what I will do on this outfit. I'm not done cutting yet. So make sure that every line here is properly connected. And then for the back shoulder point, this is the time I have some adjustments I make. Like I said, the fabric is not much, so I'm trying my best to manage whatever fabric I have here. So I will adjust from here. Okay, let me cut it first, then I will turn it off and then adjust from the cutting. So cut exact width. So you will have to fold or push the back to come in front this way. So once the back comes in front in this form, you will now make use of whatever excesses or measurement you have here. Link it up to this point. So invariably, you are having like 1 inch added. So turn up will take care of the rest. So this is how to cut your front block and back block of your danshiki. So we are going to cross check the top length and then deduct the band length we want. So the band length we want to have is 2.5. So if you remove it from 29, you will have 26 and a half, right? So add 1 inch to join 27 and a half. So this is what you are going to cut off in order to have a perfect length for your outfit. So I will cut from here this way. The back panel will also be 1 inch longer. which we still cross check before we join the band. So this is how you can cut the danshiki, and it will give you that perfect fitting. It will be as if that the sleeve was joined on the shoulder without having rumples on your armhole. You are meant to slope by 4 inches and raise by 4 to make the back to come in front well. So if you have any question, kindly ask. If you don't have, I will go ahead to do the video on the sewing, which will come, I think, this evening or this night on my channel as well. Okay, let me cut off the band now. So the band, let's bring it out at once so we know that we are done with the band. And this can have either a shoulder zip or a flap. It can have either a shoulder zip on the shoulder or a flap. So we're going to use flap because of the style in question. So the length of this place is 27, 26. So I will cut a width, a band 26, which will go round. It might have a joining at the sides, or it might go all through round and have only one center joining. So let me measure out. So this is for the band, for the waist points, for the hem area. Always mark out a fresh baseline to get the new line. This way. And then remember that it will be on fold. So 2.5 times 2 is 5 plus extra half an inch to join. That's 6. You know, if you multiply half by 2, that's 1 now, right? So 6 inches. So this is where I'm coming from. 6 inches, and this is 6 inches as well. Okay, this is 6 inches here. So you connect the line as shown, and then bring out the band. Then the next you will do now will be to bring out the flap and the bias or piping, which I will also bring out. So this band should be enough. Remember, it's 13. It's okay. So I have it to be 15. So this will go all right round on the outfit. I can split it here and have it folded in this form. So this is how the band will come all through right round the flap, the hem. So the next is your bias or your piping. So which I will bring out from the other fabric that I kept for the trouser. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the complete section. Please be online tonight to learn how the drafting of the